hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. In the last episode, we are going around having a chat with everyone, seeing what their plans are for after the séance, and just generally whiling the time away. I think we've done everything that the game has kind of put forwards to us. It's really just waiting to see what happens next at this stage, I think. Now then, Etienne.
Hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Indeed you can. Do you know anything about Michael? Have you met Mr. Scarrett? I have. We did not, how you say, bond. How could I put this? He is not a fan of Oscar Wilde. You are the big gay and he was homophobic? Or he was not cultured? I thought, okay, you just didn't like him. Okay, fair play. Fair play. And have you seen Hide and Hair of Walter? I don't suppose you've met the Marquess's son? The boy in the portraits? No, I have not. The seance is no place for a child. It is better he is kept away. But has anyone seen him? I need to know, has anyone actually seen him? Because if not, that is concerning.
Was it worth it? You have Ericsson, but at the cost of learning what she would have done.
The depravities of mankind are not new to me. I've seen, indeed experienced firsthand, magic and its beliefs used to justify many terrible things. But what shakes me in this case is the reasoning. That she would do such a thing in hopes that it might grant her something as trivial as magic? Her own humanity meant so little to her. This is what upsets me. What it is done.
Okay.
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
Merci? Okay. Now let's get out of the hedge maze. Let me leave the hedge maze. Who next on my list? Okay. Okay, so we can't ask you about that. Yeah, no one's in the courtyard, or at least not that I am aware of. I could try going in, like, order like so. Ignoring the people I've already gotten to. But then again, it's the thing of, like, well, what if I can't find someone? Also, 8 out of 9 facts unlocked. Okay. Okay, oh, hello. Hello! Talk to Master Blake. Okay, so we do have something for you, it seems. Yeah, your thing is attending the silent dinner and investigating the late presidents. I get the fact that the only person, or the only people rather, who claim to have seen Walter are the staff, who are clearly ensorcelled, Simon, who is up to his neck in shady shit, and Jonathan, who is also suspicious. I don't. Best way I can put that, just I don't. Here we are here. We've been to the church. Cathal is there. Doesn't seem like anyone is in the catacombs. Excellent. Okay, let's go around. Let's go around and try and just find everyone. Run. Move those legs. Move those legs, Declan. We have 25 minutes and a lot to do in that time. A lot of people to speak to. Part of me is tempted to say this episode goes on for however long it goes on for, because at this stage, I feel like the game is wrapping up. I feel like the game is wrapping up. And, you know, it might be good for, you know, the next episode starts at the next main plot beat, but then I'm also like, well, I don't know how long it's going to take me to reach that, so...
Hello again, sir. Need something?
Yeah, also, that reminds me, what were you doing with this handkerchief? Mr. Doyle, what was the nature of your relationship with Miss Dean? Why do I get the feeling I should answer you straight on this? He was fucking her. Okay. We knocked boots a few times. Started with her getting me to steal some wine from the bar and bring her to restricted areas. It ended about when her ex, Cathal, showed up. I guess she was embarrassed to be seen slumming it with the bellboy. She's been avoiding me since. No big deal, stuff like this happens all the time. Maybe don't say that to Mr. Varley. Flippin' heck. Yeah, Walter. Do you often see Marquess Blake's son? Almost never. Every so often I take a meal up for him, but mostly Mrs. Joyce and Miss Murphy do that. I try to stay clear. What do I have to talk about with a 10-year-old rich kid? And... there you are. Have you spoken to Mr. Skerritt? The bigger? I have. Between you and me, sir, I water down his drinks. He's lucky that's all I do. Oh, okay. Okay, Michael, what have you been doing? What have you been doing here?
Where will you go?
Everywhere, I hope. I was looking at France. We had a French couple come here once. They were really different. Didn't care what anyone else thought. But this week, I've met, well, in the loosest sense of it, people from so much further. Maybe I'll go to all their countries. Huh. Imagine they bumped into me. I wonder if they'd even know who I was.
Okay, you want to travel? You go for it.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, alright.
You do you, Seamus. You do you. After all of the kerfuffle, fuck it, you do you. You go to as many different countries as you can. No, not that way. Not that way, ladies. The Blake residence is safe from me for right now. But later. Oh, later. Is there anyone dicking about by the stables? Aha! Hey, the horse is still out. Do we pet the pony to lust after Declan's voice once more? Fuck it, why not? Why not?
There you are, love. Good girl.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The horse judges me. Lottie! Oh, what a lovely name!
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Alrighty then. Oh, we can ask about the wards of protection. Go on, why not? What are those things you made for the ladies and yourself? All I know is charms as such. Binds, wards, that sort. I can fold them into, well, charms. The binding on Miss Dean, the charms for the ladies and myself. It's simple magic, Mr. Ward, but old and powerful. It will keep the young ladies safe from harm. Mine, they need some form of emotional component to them. I tried to make one for you as well. Oh my... Oh, I was like... does this make... Yeah, it does. He's saying, like, I tried to make one for you, but... Well, that's what... Okay. I tried to make one for you, but... Well... Grateful as I am, I don't really know you, sir. Oh, thank you! Good guy, Dara! Oh, top bloke! Top bloke! The bestest of men! Alongside Rory. I don't know Mrs. Loud, truthfully, but my love for Ivy seems to extend to cover her. I'm doing an Irish accent, I'm so sorry. I can't do a Scottish accent with a deep voice. I guess this is what makes magic different from science. The science, you do the same thing twice and you should get the same result. Magic isn't predictable like that. It's, what would you call it, live? Some of why folk like myself or Fia think this seance is dangerous. They're not factoring in the magic of this place and how it feels about it all. Miss Mantovani, she's maybe thinking just too scientifically about it all. Yeah, I can't do a Scottish accent and do a deep voice. Did you happen to have met Mr. Skerritt? The older gent with a cane? We spoke when I was giving him a lift to the place. He took it on himself to explain the workings of the seance to me. I wasn't about to tell him I already understood the thing. Yeah, Mr. Skerritt's been wandering around being a dick. Oh, Michael. What do you know of Walter Blake? The young master. He's a good lad. I take him for walks round the grounds from time to time, but he doesn't talk much. I'm told he's been quiet since the carriage accident that killed his mother and maimed him. Before my time, all that, but he does like to go through the maze when I have him out. Misses her something awful, the poor lad. Yeah, I don't... See, they're all ensorcelled, so we can't trust anything they're saying.
Miss MacLeod is safe now.
Aye, safe and happy. And should this seance turn south, well, I've put everything I have into those charms. With some luck, we'll be safe. You know, you'd not tell from looking at me now, but when I was a younger man, I cut a fine cloth. Could dance, too. The girls would make up any old excuse to come by the stables I trained in back home.
Are you Ivy's bio dad? Is that where this is going?
Bench spoons, pots that looked recently bashed in. The odd bit of broken jewellery. I took it all for granted. I figured they'd wait, every one of them. But young'uns and young love don't live past spring. They all summered and moved on. Soon they had husbands, then weigh-ins of their own. I've never sad. No children.
Okay, so Ivy is the closest thing you have to a daughter.
Just didn't work out that way for me. It was November 2nd, 1884, when I heard Mrs. MacLeod screaming from the big house. I grabbed something, hoof clippers I think, and ran. Figured it was a robbery. Instead, I found her hunched over wee Ivy. The child was having a seizure. Then, she sat bolt upright and said, and I'll never forget it, she said, "Pappy's gonna die tonight." Pappy being what she called her mother's father. The next day a constable came to the house, his hat under his arm. There had been an incident in the Star Theatre the night before. Some drunk wrongly sounded the alarm over a small fire. 14 people died in their attempts to escape, including Pappy.
Jesus.
I happen to be part of a group of fellows that are more open to the stranger side of life. And long story short, it was agreed that if I could help the girl with her gift, though her mother did not consider it that, then none of her siblings nor her father needed to know. A grand man, Mr. MacLeod, but God-fearing, to the extent that his wife worried he would turn out his only daughter. And so I trained her. In secret, of course. From the age of 6 until I left for here, some 3 years passed. She is the closest thing I have, or will have, to a daughter in this world, Mr. Ward. There is nothing I wouldn't do or give to keep her safe. God willing, someday you'll have children, and no love so strong. Because until then, you cannot understand how much I appreciate what you've done here.
Oh, that was so sweet.
I'll be off.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that... I will admit that didn't hit so hard. So someone did spoil in the comments that Ivy was having visions of her family's demises. But it hadn't come up. So I was like, I'll just put that to the back of my mind. So, you know, if you are going to look up the characters' stories, then, you know, maybe don't spoil that. Please. It did kind of undercut that because I was like, oh, that. Alas, alack. But yeah, aside from that, that was, oh, top guy Dara. Top bloke.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
You can tell me your secrets, Rory. Tell me your secrets. Okay, yeah, Michael, first and foremost. Have you spoken to Mr. Scarrett? We have spoken. I find he has a similar way about him to many gentlemen I meet in a professional circumstance. Outwardly pleasant, perhaps a little old-fashioned. Some of the old fashions hold over better than others, won't you say? I'm not all sure what Miss Dean sees in him, but they seem to have some sort of a dynamic going on. Fair play. And Walter. Were you aware that Marquis Blake has a son? He didn't, of course, when I left for my studies. I first heard of the boy after the accident. They needed a doctor to help him with his lingering damages. He was in the carriage, the one that killed his mother, you see. Came out alive, but at some cost, I gather. Anyway, I received a letter asking me to consider returning home for the task, but nothing came of it. I assume they went with somebody resident to the region. Probably a blessing in hindsight. I don't need to travel between here and Dublin any more than I do already. Okay. And yes, what are your reflections?
I think it's safe to say your methods worked.
Well, yes, but also no. We succeeded, not through my methods, but through Fia's and mine. There is a lesson there for me. I was too focused on the future. But when we forget the past, we don't learn from it. And we repeat the mistakes of it. And we only got there because you stepped in. I'm grateful, of course, but also deeply ashamed that I might have let my duty to the land and its people down because of ego. So in all, I'm proud of what we achieved here. I'm proud of what it's taught me. And, if you will do me the honor, I am proud to call you a friend.
Can we romance, Rory? Declan, smooch this man! Smooch this man, Declan! Be the big gay! Rory, another top bloke!
The honor, Doctor, is all mine. I have to be on my way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Two of the best men. Two of the best men chilling out together. My God, I love those two. They're just top blokes. They're top blokes. And if I could have Declan romance anyone, it would be Rory. Let me just check the map. So we are there. We've been in the bar. We can't access the dining room. So let's head to the library. Let me. I'm gonna go through the atrium because I know how to get there. Jonathan. Now then. There's Father Sinnott. Where is... Yeah, there you are.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me.
Okie doke. Yes, Walter. Have you met the young master at all? No, nor have I seen him, but then why would I? Fair play. Have you had any interactions with Mr. Scarrett? Have you had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Scarrett? The opportunity? That is not what I would call it. But no, I haven't spoken to him beyond a cursory hello. I don't believe he is interested in talking with a person like me. God damn. Racist bastard! Or he could be sexist. Or he could be Islamophobe. Either way, what an arsehole.
How are you feeling now?
I feel like myself again. Like when a cold has passed by. I am restored. But Sophie's... What magic was that? How does something like that work? What did Wilhelmina get up to when she left here? Was it Nectanebo who had taken a hold of her body at the time? Or some Gin? And what damage have they done? I feel like these things may become my next obsession.
Yeah, that is a thought. Because according to, I think it might have been Vincent, but he said that Wilhelmina left. Not that she disappeared, but that she packed up and went to Gauford. And then her spirit was in the vase. So did Nectanebo take control of her body and, you know, swap places? You know, Nectanebo was in the vase. He takes over Wilhelmina's body. And he went off and he did shit. Maybe.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
And Father?
Yes, my child.
First things. Do you know Mr. Scarrett?
Our paths have very little reason to cross, so no. I gather he is a difficult man to be around, so I count that as a blessing. But every soul is worth redeeming, even the less charitable ones.
I love how everyone is like, this man's a dick. This man is an asshole. Have you talked with young Master Blake?
No, I gather the child stays away from people. Not that I would expect him to be introduced to me, even if he weren't.
Yeah.
I'll take my leave, Father. Go with God, my child.
History of the region in the drawing room. Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that Simon's talk? Oh, hello. The priest is gone. Oh, hello, they're back here. Okay. Well, let's go attend that talk. And then I get the feeling I've only got about 7 minutes left on my timer. So this may bring us to the end of the episode.
Well, this is quite the turnout. Even the Marquess himself has come. Well, I hadn't expected anyone to take much interest in the area. I suppose I should start by introducing myself. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm going to share some interesting facts about this part of Ireland that I picked up while researching for this trip.
Did you? Did you, or do you know these facts because you're actually from here? We will stay and listen.
So, I'm sure you all know, this land came into the Blake family in the 1650s after Cromwell's invasion. What I found interesting was what came before. This land was a place of worship and innovation. a gathering spot for scholars and engineers and artists to work on understanding and advancement, the betterment of their people.
And then Cromwell came in like an arsehole.
Easy pickings for Edward Blake. No doubt he and Cromwell cared very little for any knowledge held by primitive pagans. I couldn't find anything that spoke to what happened at the work from that site. Presumably it was set ablaze. One has to assume not everyone was put to death by Cromwell's forces. However, I suspect many surrounding families have stories and knowledge passed down from that time and those people. Why, given his background, perhaps our very own Dr. Callahan is linked to that place.
You flatter me, sir.
Perhaps those survivors are the reason that Connacht is home to all manner of wonderful myths and sacred sites. Brachroin and Owenaga Cave, Queen Maeve and her cattle raids, the Children of Lear. All fascinating stories, but too long to get into here. Certainly worth a read in the very well-stocked library here, if you find yourself bored. Not that I can see that happening with the seance only hours away.
Does anything of the pre-Christian site still exist?
Oh, I don't think so, I'm afraid. From what I can gather, it was all razed to make way for the castle and its estate.
I read one monk's account that what was here before was partially underground.
You've done your homework, Father. Yes, some accounts do suggest that, though none of the maps I've studied show anything useful. Marquess?
There are some sinkholes on the far reaches of the grounds, where caverns beneath the old settlements collapsed in. I do not know whether those collapses are the result of time, or if they were manually closed. I suppose it matters not either way. Nothing else remains.
Well, there you go, Father. That's me, I am afraid. I've nothing else to share. Probably quite mundane in the face of everything, but nothing wrong with a break in the face of madness.
Everyone's here. Well, we were speaking with the priest, so...
Yes, my child?
Yes, tell me what you plan.
Are you okay, Father?
My mission is not complete, but my part in it is over. What happens next is up to you. As for me, I have spent much of my life fighting the Demiurge's illusions. Whatever comes after this, trick or not, I intend to let myself enjoy it while I can.
Fair play.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
Okay, next up, quarantine.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
First thing, Walter. Do you know much about Walter Blake? Not a lot. I've heard of him and gather he is his family's last hope. Frankly, I've been too busy with the survival of my own lot to care too much. And, wherefore I can never find him. There we go. Do you know Mr. Scarrett? I do. He's one of the wealthiest men in London, the last of an old banking family. In my position, it would be hard not to know him. He seemed disinterested once he had the scope of me, though, and I am no worse for it. And your plans?
With the ritual complete, am I to understand that the Quinn family is free of their curse?
I've instructed my solicitor to transfer all the deeds to Miss Barbosa. If Biddy O'Connor keeps her word, yes, I think it's done. Finally. Finally.
If I might ask, will you and your family be alright? Losing that much land and the money from it must mean you're losing most of your assets.
Hey, but she and her sisters live. Like, compared to that, I'm sure she would happily lose everything.
Oh, almost everything. We will be significantly poorer. There's no doubt about that. It will not be easy. But I have some renown as a poet. I'll find the money for my sister's dowries that way, and I will work for my living. We are going to be okay. I will see to it. I got us this far, and I suppose you did too in the end. So, thank you, Mr. Wart.
Can we also romance Count? I like her. She's got grit and determination, and she has some very sexy scars. Declan, smooch her as well.
No, none of it will be easy. But it will be worth it. After all, for the first time in my life, I have a future.
Hey.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Farewell, Miss Quinn. Okay, and on that note, oh, hello, Rory. Yes, I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, we will continue hearing everyone's reflections. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.